Seashells Birthday Buddies by Toni Pecchia. That's me. Part 1, Seashells. The birth of Venus, or Boys of Summer. Venus came from the sea in a seashell. You could see her brown skin shining in the sun. She had her hair combed back and her sunglasses on, baby. Angels blew on the ocean and moved her towards the shore, and mortals whose love and sex drive she was doomed to rule over. Fuck it, said Venus. I already know this is going to be the worst job ever. I want to go back home. And so she did, and human beings never had love or sex or hate or envy, and there were never any wars or conflicts. The mortals were happy without Venus, and she was happy without them. There were never any boys of summer to be gone. Eyelids. I was born with no eyelids on a beach, and when I came out, the sun hurt me so much my mother put 2 little seashells over my eyes to protect them. My seashell eyelids click with each blink and produce a sound irresistible to human males, and they fall all over each other to get to me. This is why I've never sought corrective surgery. El Nino. Mother said El Nino would never come. El No-Show, she called it. She was wrong. It came, and instead of rain, seashells poured from the sky. They filled the streets and trapped people in their houses, and bulldozers had to push them out to sea until they filled up the ocean and displaced all the water, which moved on the land until the land became the new sea, and the sea became the new land, and we grew tails and flippers, and the dolphins grew legs and arms and invented shoes and bracelets. Ratios. Don't ever become a snail. Don't ever become a hermit crab or a nautilus either. If you're one of these creatures trapped in a land or seashell, then you have to live your life by the golden ratio, and that shit is narrow and restrictive as fuck. Fuck the golden ratio. Mammoth baby. I dropped all my babies into seashells and sent them for a ride in the whirlpool, but the youngest wouldn't fit because he was too big and there was no seashell he could ride in without sinking. For his birthday, I will build him a big boat and shape it like a seashell so he doesn't feel left out. Everyone knows kids who feel left out grow up to become dictators and stuff. Dryer. I opened the door to the laundry room right as the clothes were about to be done drying and heard a loud rattling noise. When I opened the dryer, there was a strange seashell in there with my clothes. I'd never seen it before and had no idea how it got there. I thought it might be a warning from one of my neighbors or a sign from the big man upstairs, but I couldn't be sure. So I carried it with me until I found another unattended dryer to throw it into and confuse someone else. Milk carton. We sat in the kitchen for hours while Mother cried into the empty milk carton, her body jerking with the sobs. She jerked so hard that her pink seashell necklace fell out of her shirt and onto the table and shattered. I grabbed the milk carton from her, smacked her with it, and told her to pull herself together. She wiped her eyes, scraped the bits of seashell off the table into her hand, and sulked off to her bedroom to glue it back together. I sent my brothers to their room and stayed up until 2 in the morning cleaning and paying the bills and being Mother. Tear keeper. She's kept a tear from each cry in the seashells since she found it, and since she cries every day, the shell's overflowing. Someday she will return to the sea and pour the tears back into the waves with her brothers, but it's not yet time. She wonders if she should get a bigger shell. Breakfast in bed. I had no bed, but I had lots of scallops and oysters and abalone. I never knew what to do with them until the morning the sea otter came. He showed me how to crack the shells open with a rock, eat the soft body inside, and keep the shells until they piled up big and high enough to be considered a bed. I'm forever grateful to the sea otter, and now sometimes he comes over for breakfast. Space flight. Why explore faraway galaxies when we've got our own outer space right here on Earth? The depths of the deepest seas and the hidden abysses of the human mind are more worthwhile than any old asteroid or nebula. Swan dive off a seashell into the blue-green. Try not to land on any mermaids' heads. Fluff your pillow, close your eyes, lie down and enjoy the show.
Is that the end of Seashells?
Yes. Thank you.
Nicely done.
Part 2.
Oh, part 2.
But now it's
Birthday buddies.
Oh, birthday buddies. Okay. Okay.
Birthday buddies. Jamie. Jamie is my birthday buddy, and we gave each other Gemini tattoos on his kitchen counter the day we turned 16. His mom caught us halfway through mine and slapped him silly, told my parents, and took his tattoo machine away. Now we're 32, and Jamie lives in a swamp with his girlfriend and their kids and a bunch of pit bulls. We don't talk anymore, so sometimes I talk to my unfinished tattoo and pretend it's Jamie. Pudding. Pudding is my birthday buddy, and tomorrow we're going to Disneyland. It's the first time we've hung out since she stole my boyfriend in high school. Back then I said we could never be friends again, but now it's been so long it's like that never even happened. We're completely different people, and plus, Disneyland makes everything better. Jacqueline. Jacqueline is my birthday buddy, and we've always hated each other. He hates me because he asked me to the homecoming dance in 9th grade and I laughed in his face. I hate him because he told people and got half the school mad at me. Today we're both turning 27, and I'm going to ask him to go out dancing with me. I hope he laughs in my face, but if he still wants to go out dancing, then that's fine too. Pigeon. Pigeon is my birthday buddy. I don't actually know when his birthday is, and neither does he. Pigeon doesn't know or care if I'm wrong about us having the same birthday. I've never had a birthday buddy, and there's no harm in saying Pigeon is mine since he doesn't know or care. George. George is my birthday buddy. He's written lots of famous books, but I've never read any of them. I hear they're about sad white people. George died the day I was born, my actual birthday, his 77th. But I still wonder what he would think of me if we met. I'm a sad white person, so maybe he would write a book about me. Yar. Yar is my birthday buddy, and she likes ground up things like ground up muscle and tongue and brains. Yar made me a sandwich for our 20th birthday, and it was the best sandwich I've ever had because there were no vegetables in it. Blinky. Blinky is my birthday buddy, and she kicked me in the stomach once when we were drunk and didn't say sorry. Later she was crying and throwing up while I held back her hair, and I felt so bad for her that I wasn't even mad anymore. Blinky repaid my kindness by sleeping with my boyfriend on our 21st birthday. A week later I saw her drunk and hanging off some poor guy at a beach bonfire, and her phone fell out of her pocket. I grabbed it and hurled it into the flames. Juan. Juan is my birthday buddy, and we met soon after sitting next to each other on a flight which would later crash. We were the only survivors. We used to meet every year on the day of the crash, but then we found out we were both born on March 4th, so now that's when we meet. Today I'm turning 30 and he's turning 37, and to celebrate we're going skydiving. I'm surprisingly not scared. Brain fart. Brain fart is my birthday buddy, and he taught me how to blow up marshmallow peeps in the microwave when we were 10. People thought he was very strange, and sometimes that rubbed off on me and cost me friendships. Brain fart got distracted by a fireworks show and drove off an overpass last New Year's Eve, our birthday. This year I'm avoiding the parties and microwaving marshmallows all night in his honor. I wish I had some peeps, but it's not spring yet and there are none in the stores. Catface. Catface is my birthday buddy, and I swear she's not really a cat. I was born on the floor of our living room while she watched from her perch on top of the TV. I feel like this alone would make her my birthday buddy. Today I turn 15 and she turns 18. I know that sounds old for a cat, but she's not really a cat, I swear.